Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Through the Lens. Today we're reviewing episode 7 of What If, which is titled What If Thor Was an Only Child. I'm your host for today, Decefros. On my left we have Patronusgold.
Hello.
And on the furthest left we have Sundude.
User.
Yep.
Alright, let's get into it here. This episode directed by Brian Andrews, written by A.C. Bradley and Matthew Chalksey. And yeah, stars Chauncey. Yeah, Chauncey. Stars Jeffrey Wright, Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and many others in the episode. Let's start off with our impressions. How is it?
It's pretty good. It's better than last episode for sure. It's pretty funny. There's a surprisingly good action sequence at one point. I don't really think the story is very good though.
Yeah.
What's a more light-hearted story, IMO? But
It felt
funny.
It felt very conflicted in the way that it seemed like a very childish, like kids story sort of thing with like the moral of listen to your parents and stuff like that.
Haha.
But the content of the episode was for adults because it's all about like adult parties and stuff. So I don't
Yeah, it was supposed to be a funny episode, I think.
Yeah. And the jokes were hit and miss as well. So like I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then let's talk about some writing here. Speaking of your jokes and whatnot.
You mean
acting.
voice acting? Yeah.
Acting. Is that one? How's the acting? How's Chrissy
The
doing?
voice acting was pretty decent. Yeah. Chrissy was Chrissy. He was Prince Charming from Shrek 2. I mean, from the Shrek series.
Oh, yeah. He was, wasn't he? Still the Prince Charming to this day.
Yeah.
Not much to complain about.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's get on to the writing here.
Yeah, just the story wasn't very interesting. I kind of feel like the way the show's going, like, yeah, I kind of peaked at Marvel Zombies for me at least, and then the next two have kind of just been like, because I understood why they started out the way the show did, and it's like, I guess more grounded within the movie, and then you kind of move out into like the bigger, crazier things. And
Yeah.
though it seems the premise for this one's like, if you described it, it seems kind of crazy, but I guess the way it was executed actually wasn't very crazy, and it was a pretty cut and dry, basic story. So felt very disposable.
Yeah.
And I felt like Party Thor himself just Thor with active development, right? That's the whole. So I don't know. He's not as interesting as the regular Thor, and doesn't. I personally just don't connect with him that much. And if he's going to be, actually, I won't say anything. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a bit of a what do you call it? I don't know, it's not as significant as an episode as the others, I would say, because it delves into
Yeah.
more trivial matters, but it's part of the entertainment, I would think. So I would,
So kind of just like an entertainment episode.
yeah, I do still
Though,
appreciate the funnies.
without spoiling anything, this is probably the most important episode we've had so far,
Yeah.
Mm.
which is kind of
Yeah.
weird because, and I can't like give merit to the entire episode for like that
It's only a
thing being
part
cool because
of
that's
the
not really
episode.
part of the episode. That's just like kind of a bit of a tacked on things. I don't really know. I'll talk more about that in spoilers. But yeah.
Mm. All right. Let's now get into the cinematography. How's that?
It's alright.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's alright.
Let's get into the editing slash visuals.
There's some nice fight choreography in this one. It was a very nice fluid part of the episode, which I enjoyed.
Mm. Defo.
Pretty standard for that thing. Was pretty standard.
And it's cool to see the big cast of this, but I guess like in animation. That's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Audio and music.
It was alright to me.
Yes. Standard.
All right. All right. All right. With all that being said, it is time for the spoiler zone.
Spoiler zone.
Yay.
Timestamp.
Yeah, timestamp. I guess so. Yeah, the story for me, it was kind of just like, hey, what if the Marvel characters had a party? And like it's cool and all, but like for a 20-minute episode, 20 to 30-minute episode, it's not that interesting to keep up for the entire time. And I don't know, the dialogue and stuff wasn't really there. There were some good jokes, I guess, but like a lot of it felt not good jokes. And yeah,
Not good.
and like the ending where Ultron comes, it's not even like a good end. It's just like a thing that happens, and you're just meant to be like, "Ooh, what's gonna happen next?" And I think if you haven't already been spoiled for the entire show, but like you should kind of already know. But yeah, things that are happening, and but like it felt also out of. I guess the point wasn't meant to be random because the watcher was surprised and all, but it just also felt just out of place with this episode. It's like they did a boring episode and then they wanted to like hype it up by adding this little scene at the end, to make people
Yeah.
think that the episode is better than it actually is. Damn, now I'm thinking that it's not even better than the last episode. Did I just like it the same amount, which wasn't very much? I don't know. But yeah, rewatching it with you, dear, I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got nothing else to add.
All right. I guess we can talk about like theories and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We just forgot to. We just skipped over the end, final scene.
Yeah, well,
Ultron Vision.
Ultron Vision.
Got the Infinity Stones.
That actually got leaked like ages ago, like months and months and months ago. Because I
Yeah.
thought that would be like the title of an episode or something. The Ultron, like what if Ultron was Vision? I mean, Vision was Ultron. But yeah, that's I guess the big thing. Is it okay to talk about like series spoilers now? Like what's gonna happen because the episode descriptions are out.
Well, don't spoilers then. So I seem
Okay,
to.
well, so we kind of know what's gonna. I'm assuming it's gonna be straight up for the next episode. It'll be like a two-parter thing. My theory is that the Watcher is going to intervene in the next one, and he's going to assemble the Guardians of the Universe, right? Which is like one hero kind of per episode, my understanding. And we've seen the most. We kind of already seen the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler even. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know how this series is going to go. Will I actually be excited about it because the characters that they've presented so far haven't been like particularly interesting. At least like we've only got like 20 minutes for every to introduce each character, and like especially Party Thor was like kind of boring to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just partying, man.
Also, I don't know how they're gonna bring in Strange Supreme because he already like destroyed his universe. I thought he's just dead.
Ooh.
He's
Well, he's not dead. He's just mourning. Or like, yeah, just sobbing.
in like what the abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice abyss.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully I don't lose interest in the series by then because last two episodes are kind of.
We'll see. We'll see. But that it then?
That's all I have to say. So,
Yeah,
no,
really.
anything?
Enough now.
Okay, let's get into verdicts then. Starting with myself. I thought this episode was a bit of fun. Yeah, not too serious, but it had some cool fighting scenes and some cool story beats, but not overall that serious, but they do have a serious bit in some bits. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm actually pretty close. I don't know. This one was kind of average for me, but like I feel I should show it's better than the last episode because at least it had like an original story, whereas the last episode had basically no story. So, uh, give us like a 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll give it 6.9 minus 1.
5.9
Nice.
Yes.
for a combined average of
Like, say it's 5.8.
5.8. Cool. The time?
It is time.
Yes.
In today's segment of The Unholy What If, this one's really unholy. What if Mr. Patronusgold had alopecia universalis?
What the fuck is that?
It is when you don't grow any hair at all on your body.
Jesus Christ, that was a really random one, but okay. Then I guess I wouldn't have
Then
this
you
weird
will look like
Alright.
bold
egg
and
glue.
no eyebrows.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You'd have no body hair, armpit hair, pubic hair, any hair.
Does he not have eyelashes? Is that hair?
No eyelashes, no eyebrows.
Damn. I would just be like egg.
Just egg.
Just egg.
Yeah. It'd be egg Yama.
Egg yama.
Egg Yama.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be the ultimate battle between Egg Wu and Egg Yama.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna be the egg king? You gotta break a few eggs to
Humpty
make an
Dumpty.
omelet.
Yeah, Dictatorship, sponsored by Ashley and Martins.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fun what if.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. Right then, ladies and gents, that concludes our episode of What If. Episode 7.
Yo.
Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Matane.